Good morning, Facebook family. Hope you're all doing great today. If you're watching this later, you're probably catching the replay. We are live right now at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Monday. And like I said, if you're catching this later in the afternoon or another day, we're actually no longer live. I will also be uploading this to our my YouTube channel, so you can catch it on YouTube as well. So if you're catching it there, just know that it's actually not live, but you know, it's still fun to watch. Okay, hi Laura. Good morning. Good morning, Marianne. Whoa, I bumped the stand here, trying to get everything set. All right, let's tighten it down so it'll stay put. Going the wrong direction. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Okay. So for some of you it's afternoon. If I have any of my friends joining me from Australia, it's probably the next day, which I always think is fun. But today I thought we would just do some quick stamping and I would show you the Darling box set. Okay, so hello in Pennsylvania. Good morning, Denise. Hi, Barbara. All right, Iona, good to see you here. So let's get to the kit, shall we? Of course, I don't remember what page it's on. Is that it? No. I love using my index back here to tell me where to go. I still need to put tabs on my catalog. Okay, so we're on page 44. This is the Darling Label Punch Box. So in this box, it's $45, and this is, first of all, it makes a fantastic gift if you're wanting to give something to, you know, a college grad or even a high school grad or somebody who in your life who's really crafty and creative. This comes with pretty much everything except for your paper and stuff. So first of all, it's this beautiful tin, which is just gorgeous, and I love tins, so that makes me happy. And then this is how it comes. It comes all organized. You get a clear block, which is just a little skinny clear block. It's not like our normal clear blocks that we sell. So here's the difference in those. But it works fine. These have a beveled edge, easier to grasp and hold on to. So you get a clear block. You get 2 ink spots, Grapefruit Grove and Night of Navy. Hi, Sue. Yay, you caught me live. Hi, Bonnie. So we've got those 2. You get this awesome stamp set, which we're going to stamp with so you can see it. And then, I had this out earlier. Oh, for heaven's sake. There we go. You get this punch. So this punch is awesome. So you get the stamp, the punch, the clear block, the inks, and the box, the tin itself, which is really pretty. So, we're going to make a few things. I've got a couple pieces of cardstock here that I thought I would do some punching and stamping on. And I'm not going to actually open these guys right now. I'm going to leave them closed. I'm just going to grab my full-size stamps. Or stamps, good grief. Inks. Okay, so I've got my Night of Navy and Grapefruit Grove, which is what it comes with. And we're just going to do some fun stamping here real quick. All right, so I could use this block, but I don't want to dirty it up because I think that I should give it away today. In fact, it would be cute. We could give away the block with the 2 ink spots. And I'll put those in a cute little bag. So let's do some stamping here. So there's the hello, which is beautiful and fits perfect in here. Okay. And then we've got thinking of you. Which is beautiful, great sentiment, and I just love the font that they used. I'm kind of a font addict. I love fonts, different fonts. So there's the thinking of you. We're just gonna stamp everything. So this one says thanks. I love this one. Now this one's a little tricky because if you use the punch, you'll cut off the flowers. So you could hand cut this one out if you wanted to. Fussy cut it so you won't lose the flowers, or you can punch it. So let's do the punch and see how we turn out. So there's the punch. So you just lose a little bit of the edge of the flowers, or you could fussy cut those out if you wanted to. Whatever works best for you. And then let's see, what else do we have to stamp? This has lots of stamps. It's got several, so. I have a friend who is struggling right now with some addiction stuff. So I think I'm going to use the thinking of you sentiment to send to that friend where they're at right now. This one's happy birthday friend. And you know what? You could do something really cool here. I'm just going to show you this. Let me clean my stamp off. I'm going to get out my chamois. So just do a quick clean on that. And then I'm going to re-stamp. And all I need is the birthday part. So I'm going to go in. And just cut this out. This is such a great set. So awesome to have on hand. Because it covers everything. So then check this out. We're going to use our little bitty, if I have them. My little bitty, I call them baby dimensionals. My little baby dimensionals here. I'm just going to remove the release paper. Maybe. And then we're going to cover this up with birthday. And then you can see it hangs off the sides just a little bit. So look at that. Just a super easy, quick way to add an extra element and different color. And these two colors go together so nicely. So I set that one aside. And, you know, we could do that with this one also. Just a quick, to show you here. Let's see. So we can go in here on the thanks. Trim the thanks out. You guys are going to be amazed when I show you what I'm going to do next. You just watch. I'll tell you when the amazing part's coming. So then we've got this that can just go right here. And we'll again use the baby dimensionals. But I'm just going to trim because even the baby dimensionals are going to be too wide for this. So I'm just going to cut a little edge off. Actually, they might not be, but just in case. So I've just got a little strip I've cut there. Remove the release paper. And there it is. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now we've made a couple of those. Now let's do the rest of our stamping. Because remember I said I wanted to use every stamp, so I've got 2 more. So you've got to get one of these Simply chamois if you don't have one. They're $8 and none of the ink comes back off on your fingers when you wipe it, which is awesome. So this one I'm super excited to use because my team members who have new team members join our team, I call them recruiting rock stars. So this will be fun to make some cards for those people who get new team members to join our team. Speaking of which, if you're interested in that, just let me know because we would love to have you join our team. So, okay, you can see there I can just clean that off just like that. Super simple and quick. And then I've got one more stamp. And we're going to do it in the Grapefruit Grove. Hi, Trudy. Hey, Karen. Hi, Renee. I love that idea, cutting out the birthday in a different color. Thank you. Super simple thing to do, but adds a lot of punch. Okay, so look at all of these super cutie things we've made in just a few minutes. No time at all, really. So I've got 6 stamped and punched, ready to go, using just 2 ink colors. And then I went and I grabbed a handful of my Tea Time Designer Series paper. So I've got that here that's already ready to go. And I'm gonna grab my little skinny note cards. So literally you can see here I've got some designer paper, my punches, some skinny note cards that are already scored and ready for me, along with envelopes. And now I can grab my trimmer. And because these are pre-done, we already know the dimensions. So that's a huge help when you're trying to create stuff quickly. Let me grab this. And where's my bone folder? There it is. So I'm just gonna do that. And so these are 2.5 inches by 4.5 inches when they're folded. So that means I'm going to want to cut this at 2.25 by 4.25. Okay, let's move these aside while I make some of these cards. So super little and cute. You can throw them in a gift. You could put them in a bigger envelope if you wanted to put it in the mail. So what I would do is, I'll show you what I'm gonna do. So I've got so I'm gonna try to make this one look a little bit more masculine. Okay, because I'm sending this to a fella. So I just need to quickly go through my paper here. What do I have that will work? I could use this piece. This looks cool. And we're gonna go with, let's see, what dimensions do I want to cut this at? We're gonna go 1 inch by 4. So I'm literally just making this up as we go because I really wanted you to see how simple and easy it could be to throw some quick cards together that still end up being really adorable. Because I think people tend to overthink things, and it's just, you know, you don't have to do that. So we're gonna add some dimensionals to the back. And put this here. Thinking of you. Done with this cute little, and I can write my little note inside, and it's finished, and it looks adorable, right? So there's that one. Let's make another one. I'm gonna get on a roll here. We're going to just make a bunch. So now I think I'm going to go for the Happy Birthday Friend. And I really want to use this paper because I love, you know what, this one's already been cut, so let's use this one. Oh, but you know what, I really want this. So I'm going to take, nope, that won't even fit. So we're just going to go smaller. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this out like this. Now, what's going to happen here is we're going to have story time because this is going to take me a minute. So let's have a story. Okay, so some of you may or may not have noticed that, you know, you probably haven't noticed because I have still managed to get things up on my blog. But for me, I feel like lately my projects and things I've been doing aren't as good as I normally do, which I feel kind of nervous even sharing this with you because I feel like if you weren't already thinking that, then now you're going to be like, oh, she's not doing as good as she normally does. But here's the scoop. We are remodeling, for those of you that don't know. A lot of you already know. If you're a regular follower of mine, you already know that we are doing some major home improvements and remodeling. So the story goes that my husband's grandfather built the house that we live in. And when his wife, he had passed some time ago, I never met him, and his wife lived in the house we lived in, which was my husband's grandmother. She passed, and that she had left this house that I live in to my husband's father and his wife. So, which is my mother-in-law. So my in-laws. So they were going to sell the houses, and it just so happened, there was two of them, and it just so happened that right around that time, my husband and I were getting married. So we said, well, we'll buy one of them because we can't really afford anything else on the market, and we would love to purchase one. And so they were very kind and sold it to us for a very reasonable price. And we've been buying the house ever since. Okay, so the deal is it was built in the early 70s. So it's older. It's pretty small. It's a little over 1,200 square feet. And it has never had any work done on it because we just financially were not in a place where we could afford to spend a bunch of money on home repairs. And so what has happened is years have ticked by, and it's one of those things, you know how it is. You're like, well, that really needs to get done, but then something else comes up. And the bottom line is we have let too much time go by. And now it's like, okay, this stuff has to get done, which has been a good thing. Back to the card here really quick. I'm going to cut this out at 2 1/4 by 4 1/4 for my background piece. Okay. So now we are in a place where it's like, okay, this stuff has to be done. It's getting crazy. If we don't do it, we're going to start having some serious problems with our home. So we are ready for the list. We have demolished everything around the house. So we had to tear out all the plants, we didn't have to cut any trees down, but we had to take out all the plants, everything that was around the house that had been growing for like 30 plus years, which was really hard. Actually, my husband and I both were pretty distraught over having to give that stuff up because we both really love flowers and plants and stuff. And they were his grandmother's. She had, planted them, and they had been here for years and years and years. So we were both pretty sad to have to give them up, but there was really no options if we wanted to do what we wanted to do. So we are building a deck that will go all the way. You know what? I'm going to do this on dimensionals. We are building a deck that will wrap all the way around our house except for one side. with that deck, we are going to add a ramp coming into our house from one side so that our grandparents, so my grandpa will be 95 this year, and Kevin's grandmother will be 96 this year. And they both still are in pretty decent health, and they like to come over, but it's really hard to get them in the house. So we're doing that. Plus, we just figure for our own future, you never know what the future holds, and we may need at some point to have a ramp coming in so that we can get in. So we're doing that. We need a new roof, which we have decided to put on a metal roof instead of a comp roof. So some things are going on with that. We have new air and heat that's been installed. Okay, so here's the second card. So here's the first, and here's the second. So this is all this is this kit, the tea time paper, and these little note cards. Okay, so I'm going to show them all to you at the end because I'm going to make all these cards. Okay, so moving on. So we have all of that happening, and it's been a little crazy. This is my favorite sheet of the designer paper. So we had concrete poured for the patio area, and we're building a new porch. I say we like I'm doing anything. I'm not doing a darn thing. My husband and my father-in-law are doing it all. They are amazing. I have not done a thing except a little bit of cleanup here and there, but they're the ones working super hard. However, I shouldn't say I'm not doing anything. I am the one that's running around, getting the permits, making all the phone calls, all like the secretarial work is what I'm handling. So that can get pretty hectic. So we had to stay away from our house on Friday night. We had to sleep at a hotel, basically, so that the concrete could be poured and the dogs wouldn't walk on it and end up putting fingernail marks in it and stuff like that. So that was crazy and interesting to have all the dogs with me at like a hotel by myself. It was crazy. Okay, so now I need to decide, what do I want? Oh, I know. Okay. So I've got this little piece left over, and I'm going to put it right here and put this on top. But I think I am going to run another little strip under there. Okay, so we did that, and the concrete is poured now. It looks great. And everything's good. Like, we can walk on it and everything. And so that's all good. Which has really reduced the amount of dust and dirt coming into the house, because that was about to make me crazy, y'all. I was like going crazy. So back to the story, several months ago, actually, I think it was, I planned with one of my bestest buddies to go see a gospel musical in Sacramento. She bought tickets for us to go, and so we went to that this Saturday, which was awesome, but I had no idea I would have all this like house stuff going on. So it all boils down to, I've overbooked myself prior to knowing how much house stuff I would be in the midst of. And I just been a basket case, honestly, trying to get everything done, make sure everybody's happy, keep up with creating and crafting and sharing, because is what I love to do, but it has been difficult to keep up with it. There have been moments where I've just wanted to throw in the towel and be like, forget it. I'm not putting anything on my blog. I'm not going to try to do this. I'm just freaking out. It's too overwhelming. And then I talk myself off of the ledge and pull myself back in and realize that that's being super, what is the word? emotional, responding very emotionally to it. Okay, I love this paper, so I'm going to use this. Just got here. What card sizes are those? Okay, so these are the little mini narrow note cards that you can get in the catalog. Let's see how much they cost. I don't ever memorize this kind of stuff, my friends. So this is what we're using for those just joined. Darling Label Punch Box, along with Tea Time Designer Series paper. And then our card bases are... I'm going to find them, because I don't remember how much they cost. So I want to be able to, that's gone too far. Here we go. $8, and you get 20 cards and envelopes, and they are called narrow note cards and envelopes. And the note card size folded is 2.5 by 4.5. So they're really, really cute. Martha just joined in. Denise says, one day at a time. Marianne says, thanks for hanging in there, Wendy. I don't know how I'd get by without seeing your video every week. Oh, you're so sweet. She says, so glad I got the paper share to be able to make some small cards like this. Yes, if you got my paper share, you should have it. FYI, if you ordered my paper share, it should be at your house by now, because I sent it priority mail. So you should definitely have it. And if you don't have it, there's a problem. So you need to contact me. So that I can find your tracking number and figure it out. Okay, so back to the story. So we've had a lot of crazy stuff going on. Busy, 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 busy. And it has been difficult, but it's also a huge blessing. So I actually wrote a blog post about it. And I said in the blog post, it's disgusting to me for me to complain for 1 second about the situation, because what a blessing that we have the money and we are able to create our home the way we want it and make this beautiful life. I mean, it's just wonderful. And so many people don't have that opportunity. So it's totally a first world problem. I'm sure there's plenty of you that have heard that phrase, first world problem. I'm going to add yellow. So yes, it's a first world issue. This is not something that has legitimacy in complaining about, because, you know, there's people without homes and, clean running water. And so I have no right to be complaining for a single second about the fact that I'm having my house remodeled. It's just ridiculous. So, but that being said, here I am kind of complaining at the fact that it's been very, very stressful, and it's been very hard to stay connected here online and posting and sharing with all of that happening in my house and above me. And honestly, like, my father-in-law is here right now. He's outside, he's working on the house, and if he was on the roof banging and stuff, you would hear it. So that's been another issue. It's been really hard for me to film videos and stuff like that because there's been so much noise being made. So anyway. All right, so here's another one. We're almost done. We're almost finished with all of them. So Ashley, you're on here, and I wanted to ask you if you liked the Stampin' Up! Ink pad I sent you, because she won one of my giveaways, and she had never used a Stampin' Up! Ink pad, or at least she had never owned any. And I was curious if she got it and used it and likes it. So you'll have to share with us, Ashley. Okay, so I'm going off to the side here, and I'm cutting this piece of designer series paper at 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm always amazed with this kind of stuff how quick and easy it is, and how beautiful and fun it is when it's finished. Because it doesn't seem like making something this cute should be so what's the word I'm looking for? Easy, maybe? I'm going to wrap this, actually. I'm going to do something interesting here. I'm going to wrap this around the back. Just for a fun little look. So we've got this piece now. Oh, da-da. Yeah, Ayana says just breathe. I'm fine. I am breathing. It's just more, honestly, it's more of the worry of letting down my people who follow my blog and my website and my customers who order from me. I just never want to not provide enough inspiration and stuff, and that just bothers me. It worries me. So yeah. Yes, deceptively simple. Cheryl is here, and she says, we had our home remodeled a few years ago, and everything I had to bring, they thought I was moving. Yes, I know. That's exactly it. Like, it's crazy. And we haven't even gotten to the inside. This is just the outside. We're going to be doing some stuff on the inside too. And oh my goodness, the idea of doing this stuff on the inside is almost more than I can take just thinking about it. Okay. So I'm going to put this down. This one's cut at 4.5 by 1. And then I'm just going to put this directly down on the cardstock like this. How simple is that? Right? All right, so let's look at all the cards we just made. We just made 6 cards. And how long have we been on here? Live. I don't know. It doesn't give me a ticker. Okay, so I've got all of these. Look at these. How cute are these? So just grab a designer series paper. All you need is one, a couple of ink colors, these awesome narrow note cards, and just go to town. Look at that. So the link to purchase is in the description, shoplevinstampin.com. You're going to want to look for narrow note cards, Tea Time designer series paper, and the Darling label punch box. Those are the 3 things I've used here today. Of course, that doesn't include my adhesive. But these are super cute. 32 minutes. So in 32 minutes, I've told you my story of everything that's happening in my life at the moment. And I've made 6 cards. So that is really good. I think that that's awesome. And I just used these little 6 by 6 scraps of tea time paper. So I want to give these away. This is the clear block from the kit and the little ink spots. So let's just scroll through here really quick and choose a winner. Marty Grimm. Marty Grimm, you are the winner of these goodies. And I will send them in the mail to you Wednesday, because tomorrow I'm going to take them with me in my little box so that people can see how cute they are in my card class. And then I'll send these to you. If you email me with your address, I do need that. I need the address. Oh, thanks, Renee. Renee says, I love story time. So, yeah, yay. Congrats, Marty. And thanks for enjoying my story. So, okay. This is everything today. I'm going to download this video from Facebook and put it on YouTube so that those joining me on YouTube can see it as well. I hope you enjoyed and had a great time today. I will be back next Monday live for sure. I always try to pop in live here or there throughout the week, but I can never promise a time, especially with everything going on with me right now with the crazy house stuff. I never know when people are going to be here banging on the house and making life crazy. So I hope you have a fabulous day. I thank you for hanging out with me. Congrats to Marty. Make sure that you email me or private message me your address so I can get those mailed out to you on Wednesday. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.